I remember the first time I met Bruce Lee. That time he's not study shooting in Hong Kong. He just come visit in Hong Kong, you know. He come to my set. I was an action choreographer at that time, and then somebody introduced him for me. Oh, this Bruce Lee, the Sammo Hung, blah blah blah. I said, oh, hello, and then I said, are you really fast? Then he asked me, what do you mean? I say, what do you mean? They say, you want to try? I say, not bad. Okay. Then we try. Then we're holding there. We're standing there. Then I try to kick him. I try to start to kick him. My kick just go to the halfway, and he fit already on my face. Like that. I'm just like that. And then, what do you say? I said, you're really fast. Oh, it's very fast, you know. And some stuntmen follow him, you know, shooting some. That stuntman is before it's a work for me, you know. The same reaction, the same question, because my friend, the stuntman, they say, he's like that too. You're really powerful? Oh, I don't think so. You try? Keep me. Okay. Then he really kicked him. They gave 2 pillows. He really, in the hotel, kicked him. He really fly to the bed. And then the stuntman, you know, actually that stuntman, you know who is it? This stuntman is Lim Jing-ying. That stuntman is Lim Jing-ying, you know. And then Lim Jing-ying just like that. If he trusts you, he will do everything. If he don't trust you, show me. Show me the power. Then after you really have power, salute. Yeah, he's like that.
You got to remember, you know, I was always a big fan of Bruce Lee. I believe in that style. I believe in that martial art philosophies. You know, I don't believe in. You know, I have to say, when I used to study a lot of these Sammo's and Jacky's films, you know, to me they were all great, you know, classics. I learned a lot from them, but there was certain soul, and there was certain soul that was missing things that I saw in Bruce Lee's films. Certain little bit of personal finesse, flavors. I wanted to bring out the martial arts as a martial art actor, like what Bruce Lee did. I want to go full out in bringing that flavor out. So I was studying all their films and studying, you know, how do I bring that flavor? And obviously I brought some like Ali Shovel and Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, and the hands and everything, and, you know, the interpretation of the boxings. But actually it was nothing new. It was just I brought it, I sophisticated it a little bit more as far as the movement and the camera angles. But if you look back to Bruce Lee's time, Bruce Lee was hip. You know, he had the soul when he moved. He wasn't just bump, bump, block, punch. He was like, you know, moving, a little bit fake and a little bit here. Very rhythmic, you know, very, he had a lot of tempo behind it, you know. And I think a lot of Hong Kong guys, after Bruce Lee passed away, didn't really captivate that, you know. They look at Bruce Lee, oh, it's great. But then they try to copy his very surface movement, like the nose, the scream, or strike a pose. But look beyond that, you know. It was about rhythm. It was about tempo, the way he shuffled, the way he moved, the way that made very unique to the eyes. And with that in mind, you can take it to any level. You can use that as a period film interpretation or a modern interpretation. If you look at Once Upon a Time or Dragon Gate or Butterfly or whatever movements, I actually have the same principle, you know, having the tempo, that soul, and striking different poses. It could be a period film poses, or it could be a modern, you know, kickboxing poses. To me, they're all the same, you know. It's how you interpret them.
Everyone thinks he's the greatest fighter at the time, and his image is so strong. I mean, he's like unbeatable, you know. It's like no, and I overheard some story about he's fighting some other kung fu master, and he will always beat them. So to all of us at that age, we think, well, he's the god, and he's he's not Bruce Lee, he's the fighting god.
Before the end of the dragon, we have argument. No, actually, it's not argument. It's he told me it's a Sammo. The Bruce Lee. Okay, he say, Sammo, did you have time to be my game of death for the one part of the actor? I say no problem. Okay, and then nobody tell me what happened. I then waited 1 year. And then I take another job. I went to the Korea, and then he started shooting. Then I'm not there, And then Bruce Lee is very angry because nobody can contact Sammo, And then after they stop, they shoot halfway, then stop, they shoot the end of the dragon. And that time he knows me in the Bangkok, And then he called me. He said, I need you come back to shoot the fight with me. Only 1.5 day or 2 days, something like that. I said, no, how can I come back? That time I said, action choreographer, action director, everything. If I'm I live in, everything is stop there, And then they say, please, blah, blah, blah. Then let me negotiate with the director, and then talk to the director, okay, you go 2 days, come back. You must come back the second day. So I said, okay. Then I went back to Hong Kong. And then he told me, blah, blah, blah. I went to his house. Then we talking, nice to you, come back, tomorrow I need you to fight with me, blah, blah, like that. Okay, we go through in his front yard, his house, his house, front yard. Then we talking, we just rehearsal very fast, about only half hour, something like that. And then he went to his home, inside the room. Then he showed me everything machine, the martial machine, everything, all like that, martial, Then I leave it. Then another day we started shooting, we make up, and then she sit down there, then we started talking. Then he said, Sammo, you know what? I don't like you before. I said, why? You don't like me? I said, yeah, because you lied to me. You promised me be the actor, but you're leaving out, blah, 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 blah. A lot of talking and then something like that. Then, how about you? How about you? You point me. I said, I don't like you either. Why? Because you don't tell me what happened. Right? I said, I waited for you 1 year and nobody tell me what happened. So what do you want to do? I need a job. I'm hungry. 1 year, no food. 1 year, no food, hungry. So what? So I must take another job. So what? It's not big deal. So nobody tell me what happened. Okay, then, he understand. And then one day shooting, then after second day, we sit the same place, we make up, we're talking again. We started very good relationship, and then he said, Sammo, you know what, I really started to like you. I said, me either. You hate me, I hate you. You like me, I like you. So, because we don't understand each other, We must say something, understand, let people understand, then what happened, Then after that, when I'm shooting in Hong Kong, he always come to my set, talking, and go to his room, went to his room, show something for me and tell me the fighting, and the action, and the weapon, everything. I think you don't believe, I never, before Bruce Lee, whatever, I never touched that kind of weapon. The turtle, the main turtle, right? I never know that, I remember one time I'm shooting in the Bangkok, the new movie. I don't know what the title about, the same as the game of death, something like that, And then when I went there, we talking, we negotiated, the fighting, blah, 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 blah. And then, I don't know, when I'm fighting, they say the main cast is a karate, black black belt, about 4 and 5 times, something like that, So, yeah, okay. Then I went to the first day on the set. I go there, the people just come in, bring some equipment to there, Somebody, the director come in, we have an idea, the weapon, give me the in charcoal, right? I saw, oh my goodness, I never touched that kind of weapon, but I only know Bruce Lee very well. So I take the nunchaku to the backyard, and then learn myself like that. Okay, I can do like that. I can do like that. I can do. Half hour later, on the set, I teach you the main cast the fight, how to fight, everything. 3 days later, the main cast asked me, Sammo, how many years did you learn the Minchas? I said, what many, how many? I never see that, I learned karate so many years. I never know, can use like that, can use like that. Sorry, I just learned half hour. He don't believe it,
I've seen every movie of him, and the one that I liked is Way of the Dragon. Okay, I like it because it's comic things inside, little romance, and it's talking about a Chinese going overseas, and at that time we always think we're inferior a little bit in a way, and we are always when we go overseas, and then people might look down upon you. We have those things in mind, actually. Then he's like our hero.
It's like what Bruce Lee's saying, when he first started with Kung Fu, a punch was just a punch. And after a certain period of time, that punch becomes mini punch. Then when he reaches at highest level, the punch becomes a punch again. But this time, this punch carries all the multiple punches behind it. So if I'm going to direct another Kung Fu films, I would probably trying to interpret this whole decades of experience of martial art films and try to find more of an inner emotional approach. You look at Bruce Lee films, it was just him. The camera was on him all the time, It was more like the way he interpreted the movements, The audience was fascinated and captivated by Bruce Lee's gesture, expression, movement. The reason why, I think there's a certain level of martial art acting, martial art performance on screen. You can be good and you can be great. Being great, you can't just come into the picture and just being able to act good and throw 1-2 movements. You cannot. I refuse to believe that. I think, yes, there's technology today, you can CG, you can have all these special effects, but when it comes down to real feeling, emotions, physical abilities is part of emotion too. That's why Bruce Lee is so great.
Of course, that time everybody's very sad, about the Bruce passway, and then the Raymond Chow, he asked me to do it, finish the Gang of Death, the movie. Of course, I love to do, I really love to do, because after he passed away, because in Hong Kong, I think whole world, maybe not in only Hong Kong, but Hong Kong a little bit stronger, everybody very upset, and then looks like it, nothing to see his new movie, of the new project, the Gang of Death, on the third, and then I really want to finish the movie, let people looks like it. The last is about the Bruce Lee films, the Game of Death, So because he is my hero in my heart already, of course, every detail, everything, I know that I see the rushes, I see his films, and his close-up. How do I use his close-up for when the shooting, I use on that moment, And then I'm very happy to do that, and then I'm very fast to can make the movie on the theater, At that time only, I know there's only 15 or 20 days, and then must finish and end on the 3rd. This is Christmas time, in the midnight show, I'm working 15 days, day and night, just like that. When my sleeping time, just on the way in the car, sleeping another location to that location, Delta, we land. Oh, all right, then we shooting, something like that, In the middle, I want to go back to the studio editing, 15 days, my eyes they were like a ping pong ball there, 2 ping pong. Simon, why you put a ping pong ball in your eyes? Yeah, that's true story. and after very, very happy to finish whole things, And then the Golden Harvest Oh, the Sammo, we are finished. He say, go to nightclub, take a relax. I say, relax? Only me? How to relax only me? Then I invite so many friends, 4 and 5 friends. Come on, we go to the nightclub, drinking, make a good time, Yeah, this is after the movie showed up, everything's very good. I'm very happy. I'm not happy I'm got a good job. No, I'm happy to see Bruce Lee. It looks like a last movie, last Bruce Lee's movies, And of course, I got a lot of memory in my brain, about Bruce Lee.